Thanks, Nate.
Asshole.
Dickwad.
Welcome to the Green Room video for episode number 41.
Second take.
Where everyone hates Aniero today. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your support over at patreon.com/limitbreakradio. I do want to apologize to you guys, to the patrons. Seriously?
Fritz.
What is he doing?
Fritz.
He's scratching at your box because we're not paying attention.
Take 3.
No, it's live.
Oh,
We're
okay.
doing it live.
You were apologizing.
I was
Something that you're
apologizing.
doing a lot of today.
I do want to apologize to you, Patreon viewers. The last Green Room video that we had recorded after episode number 40, after the interview with Iane, it didn't get erased, but I have no way to get it off my iPad. So
You don't?
No.
I'm surprised.
I know. It's like we've already gone through this once before. Anyway, my apologies. I currently don't have a way to get it off. I'm still trying. I've tried
Is there a way you can
iCloud.
like, email it to someone?
I've tried that too, and it only emails the first 25 seconds of the video.
The fuck?
I know. Well, it emails as much of it as it can send, so it's 25 seconds apparently. So
Wow.
yeah.
Maybe
That's
Dropbox
not
or
long.
something?
Dropbox was my next try. I was trying iCloud because
Okay.
it's like inherent to Apple.
Well, when we can get it to you, we will.
Yeah,
If
so
we can ever.
if we can. So I apologize for that. But thank you very much for your support at patreon.com/limitbreakradio. Episode number 41, we were talking a lot about patch 3.51 and looking down the pike at what's going to be
3.15.
It's a 3.15. At what we're going to be getting with that. And as well as, like some of the statements that Yoship has made since 3.1 has come out. I thought those were extremely illuminating.
Some of it was very interesting. The
Yes.
Devon stuff specifically.
Yeah. And I think that in some places Square Enix head is in the right place for it moving moving the reward system along and rewarding players for their participation.
One of the things
and stuff.
that Yoship said that gives me particular hope is, he addressed the fact that a lot of people are like, gatherers shouldn't be getting rewards because they're not helping, right? And he straight up said, I don't blame people for saying that because what they've been used to and what we've given them, yeah, that's how all this
That's the
content
norm.
is.
Yeah.
But this is different content,
Right.
and people need to get used to the fact that there are no rules here. And going forward, we will adjust it based on player feedback.
Lack
So-
of rules is a rule. I mean, lack of
Anarchy reigns, yo.
lack of restraint is its own
I'm glad
system.
that they're, blanking on words.
So basically, from now on, whenever we go on our horrible diadem missions, I'm just gonna come as a fisher, and I'm gonna fuck you all and roll on everything.
Well, it's great because the drop rate's increased.
Yeah, the drop rate has increased, so that's always good.
Also today on the show, we had the incident with Nika.
Oh, did we?
We did.
Was there some drama that
There
happened
was,
today?
yeah, a little bit. Just having a little bit of fun. Just having a little bit of fun.
Little stomper fun.
Little stomper.
Yeah. See, a little stomper could take it. It was definitely interesting to see people's reaction in the chat room.
I'm glad we got a few
Mom,
followers
freaking
already,
mom, saying she's disappointed in us.
Yeah.
Mama kill you.
Oh my god.
That was a first. Although I'll be honest, I've been reaching for that moment ever since we brought Limit Break Radio back to get people to call us up because they're mad at us.
Great. Arthur said we're the Lords of Verminion of podcasting. So mission accomplished.
We need
Well,
to-
just that joke.
What we need to do is we need to make flyers for Limit Break Radio and start putting quotes from people, like specific terrible iTunes reviews, or from Arthur's. They're the Lords of Verminion of podcasting. Make that like our quotable section.
It's amazing, just because everyone in the room cringed at that comment from him,
So yeah, that was funny. I did not expect the room to turn on me as quickly as they did.
I did. Like here's the thing.
And so as soon as Nika disappeared, I was like, now I'm out. Now I'm hung out to dry. Now I'm screwed.
Like Eskalia fans have like love for him. Like he has his schedules, right? But he and they know their place.
Yeah.
Right? Like Nika is on a pedestal.
We know the drill.
So as soon as you kick that pedestal out from underneath her,
you know,
yeah,
and you know what? That really that strikes to the heart of the matter because nobody ever fucks with Nika. We never get a chance to fuck with Nika. She's not in the studio. It's hard to screw with her sometimes. And this was a good way. This was a fun way to screw with her.
But we also never cross a line with anyone else, you know.
Now
maybe our lines are further down, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We've had the storm out over the FF7 discussion.
No, that wasn't bad though.
No.
Yeah, I think the problem was that we just blindsided her with it, and like usually
we're not even
for everyone else like. We're kind of expecting it, know it's coming.
Not even so much that we know where it's coming. Like we're bad at keeping it a secret. Like when you walk in here and there's gonna be a joke at your expense, you kind of know.
Yeah, that's true. You can read the room a little bit.
Yeah, with her, she had no way of knowing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it wasn't. And with a lot of stuff that we do with each other, we don't keep pushing it.
But that was that was where the humor.
But like she said too, you know, she felt like we wanted her to tell her story, not because we cared about it. But because
I was setting her up.
Yeah.
Well.
Which wasn't the case.
No, it wasn't at all. Because I was gonna at the end I let her, you know.
Which like when she originally mentioned the story to us or the dream to us in the chat, we were all kind of like, well, that's actually kind of a neat dream. That would be cool if that's how it went.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. It was it's an old radio bit. I stand by it. I thought it was funny. I still think it's funny. And I think
okay, so because it's an old radio bit, but we can't use John Cena bit because that's a new radio bit. Is that where it's gotta figure out the lines in here?
Well, John Cena's a hack. That whole that whole joke is a hack joke now.
Okay.
Really? After Yomicon, you're gonna try to defend the John Cena joke?
I didn't see any John Cena's at Yomicon. What is this?
How did you miss it?
How did you Every time I turned around, there was another fucking asshole in a fucking in a cardboard mask that had a YouTube that had a Bluetooth speaker that was going dun, dun, dun,
it was everywhere.
Dun, 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 and it had to be 4 people because every time I turned around, it was a different motherfucker.
Never saw any
of them. Oh my god, it was everywhere.
There was a couple.
You know what it was?
He was drunk.
He was drunk.
I was drunk one night.
No, bullshit. You never know.
The other nights I can remember all of those.
No.
I can remember all of those.
No.
I can remember all of those. I can remember every night about the first.
No, you were drunk. You were drunk for Friday and Saturday and Thursday. Thursday.
No, you were definitely drunk on Thursday because you drunk called me and Kooky.
All 3 nights.
I remember that.
Oh, great.
Just because you can remember it doesn't mean that you weren't drunk.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if I would have saw them on Friday, Saturday, I would remember.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
You can call.
I call bullshit. And you've got 3 other people sitting around saying that you're wrong. You're empirically wrong.
About what I remember? You can't decide statistic.
Good. Wow. Good.
You can't scholasticate that.
Yeah.
Scholasticate that.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the John Cena joke is ruined.
Which sucks because when it first started, it was funny as shit.
It's still good.
No,
it's still good.
It's not.
Did you see the one that he shared?
Because the thing is that we wouldn't even be using it in an original manner. All you would use it for is a fucking drop. That's it. And it would just be a reference back to the original thing that was funny. That isn't funny. We actually did a bit.
Yeah, so if we find a cool way to come up with it, like the one that he shared was some guy, he's like, hey guys, musician or something, right? And he's like, I thought I'd teach you a way today to come up with the perfect hit single, right? And he took a Facebook comment, and it was like, E sharp, like blah, 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 the notes, right? So he's like, all right, so he...
You realize that that's never what he's proposed. He's just like, I want it as a drop because I think it's funny.
No, I know that.
Memes are funny.
I know that. I'm just saying. So in this, he does it a little bit faster than when he realizes what it's like. No, and then it goes into the, the John Cena thing. I think we could come up with a funny way
Oh yeah, we
to
could.
parody it.
Sure, we could parody it, but that's
You've been
not
on
what
the
he's
show.
asking
We take
for. He
old
wants
ass
to drop.
memes and make them funny and original.
He wants
So,
to drop.
so you're okay with parodying it?
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, all right, cool.
But
And
just
his
using
name
it,
is Papa Limo.
just using it as a fucking stupid drop, like whenever
For
you're
when
bored.
John Cena writes in,
That was not his name.
it was close enough.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
John
message
Cena.
him on Twitter and see like, will you write us like a 5-word email just so we can do this show?
His name is John Cena.
Anyway, that would be fun. Anyway, yeah, the
That's a
Nika.
late response.
Well, I just thought about it.
That's just Huber's on a 5-second delay.
Oh, I'm glad
Let's
that,
be honest, everything is on a 5-second delay.
I'm glad that Arthur's got her to come back though, or I feel like that would have been a lot more awkward by the end of the show.
Yeah.
A lot harder, or
Yeah, being able to bring it all to a close. I
She
think.
asked afterwards, did we ask Arthur's to ask
Yeah.
about that? No,
No.
thank God he did though.
Yeah.
Arthur's a trooper.
So anyway, but I don't know. I think the bit went pretty well.
To be honest, I think the final nail in the coffer, like the part that would have really upset me the most, was your choice of drop.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, God.
For as much as you
That
tried to
drop.
place the heat back on me, the drop was the worst part of it.
Saying all that was garbage, like, oh man.
Oh,
that had to
yeah.
cement what she thought what we had done to her there. Like,
Yeah.
oh God.
Yeah, come on, man. But I was making it playful. You made it mean. You made it
The
mean.
drop made it mean.
Yeah. Oh, and he has no control over that, does he? No control over that.
It is not often that you will see me and Kallo do anything synchronized, but we both just had the same reaction into the microphone.
Head to
that,
mic.
like head to mic, like, oh.
Hey,
Oh.
if the drop fits,
Oh,
I'm not gonna be the one to say no.
If the drop fits, I hit.
Oh man. So anyway.
Drop fist, Juxta quits.
And if I'm gonna be completely honest, like as soon as I'm like, that drop might work, I hit it, and then apparently like you guys like made a bigger reaction. Then I was trying to find another drop. I'm like, wait, what drop did I hit? What was so bad? Like seriously, memory like a goldfish. I completely forgot. And I was trying to think about it like earlier in the show or later in the show. I'm like, what was the bad drop?
Yup.
Yeah,
It was
it was-
something like, we don't care about all that garbage.
Yeah, I was like,
If you're so interested in worthless garbage, how do you want to? It's something like that.
yeah.
Oh man.
It's like none of us here are interested in your worthless garbage. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was brutal. It was hilarious though. The thing is that people will look back on that and they will find that truly funny.
Here, like,
Because it was legit. I'm sorry. For as much as Nika felt a bit singled out,
Which isn't wrong.
which isn't wrong. Yeah, I still stand by the bit.
Here's what's annoying is like if that drop had been on something I had said or had been directed at me, we'd be talking about that like the funniest moment of the show.
Yeah.
But I also don't think
And
it
so
would've
would
been
all they.
dragged out. Like that's the thing.
We didn't drag it out for that long. It was not that long.
It was feeling a little awkward to me.
No, come on. No,
Yeah.
by
at
like
the dragon or yeah, where you said what was the bit about the dragon, right? Like I was like, all right, I'm thinking to myself, all right, now we're gonna let it go again, and then she started, and then was that when you hit the drop?
no,
Oh,
she hit the drop after she hit
It was like
shit
the
bad.
very last thing was the drop
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah. So.
But it's a thing now.
But we talked to Nika.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
We talked it out. We worked it out. We're okay.
Hashtag hug it out.
Yeah. But that's the point. That's the point of the show. I mean,
Hug it out.
no, to just do silly, stupid, inane, irresponsible shit.
Well, at the end of the day, we do a live show, and not every bit is going to hit.
Yeah.
We've done a bit or two that has just been like, well, no one liked that.
Yeah. Mute Juxta. That was a big bomb.
When we were trying to
Internally, we've kept it.
Trying to get people
Yeah,
to pay
pay
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
But internally, we've made the.
But see, that's the thing. Like, we try out the bits, and if they fall flat or down no good, then we just kind of abandon them. We don't
Right.
try to push it.
Right.
Or the I mean, it worked out okay, but people called it out pretty easily when you had
When I
quit
quit
stormed
and we
out
did the other
thing.
show, yeah.
That's what I was trying to avoid, by the way, was that, the last time that we had done a setup like this, you stormed out, and everyone from the word go was just
Knew.
like, fake, bullshit, this is stupid. And I wanted to avoid that. Like, I wanted to try to organize the bit in a way where we could try to structurally take some of that out. And I guess I didn't take into account that someone might get pissed off by it. Like, it may...
At this
You
point, it's
didn't
gonna be a...
realize that other people have feelings.
It's
be
gonna be
fair-
a crying wolf thing at this point. We're like actually gonna piss off one of our hosts and have a storm off, and everyone's just gonna be waiting for them to come back,
Yeah.
and then they're just never gonna come back.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But the thing is that, you know, the audience doesn't know if this was a plant or not. Like, we're talking about it as if it wasn't. Like, this may have been a big setup and a big ruse to get back into to find a way to talk about the bet. So,
Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna talk about it on the post show as if like it was real.
well, yeah, that's it.
They'll never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean,
You'll
the
never.
Greenwood videos is the most meta we'll get, so
Yeah,
you
but
have
how
to draw
meta
your
is that?
conclusions.
Yeah. So, you know, you're on the ruse cruise now, guys. You don't know what's real. I'm fucking with your head. Yeah. So maybe
Hashtag Ruse Cruise.
Hashtag bring the booze.
Hang on, the ruse cruise. Before you start going, wow, that's hysterical. That was ripped straight out of the Never Be Game Over subreddit. So, yeah, that's.
I gotta plug Metal Gear Solid in some way. Gotta plug it. Gotta always plug it.
Nero
So
gets all his jokes from Reddit.
The irony is
repost. That's a
stacked.
repost. Downvote.
Old.
Yeah. Let's talk about the next episode that we got coming up next week. We've got episode number 42 of Limit Break Radio. I mean, ostensibly we don't have a 3.15 to pick apart to get hands-on with. I don't think we're going to be getting that this upcoming Tuesday.
No?
I think probably next Tuesday.
What time is it? Let's see. What time is it? What day? What week is it?
Today's the 6th. The next week is going to be the 13th.
So they're gonna have 3 more Tuesdays to get out 3.15.
I don't see it. I do not see this patch coming out before Christmas.
That's what they've said.
I know it's what they
There's
said, but
not
I
a
just
whole
don't
lot
see
in
it.
it. Like what else are they doing at this point?
And it's a 1.5, so they've been working on it.
Yeah,
tandem with
Anima should have been
Oh, yeah.
in 3.1.
Absolutely. I'm just. How do we not have a date for this? Like, how do we not have a solidified date for 3.15 yet?
I feel like they're getting sloppy.
I kind of do too.
Because
Not-
if Animas weren't ready, right? Or
No,
if they were ready like they should have been, that means what? They're putting finishing touches on the Scholasticate?
Last year they bumped a patch back to after Christmas. I just
Was it a big patch though?
I think
I think it was a 0.2 or something.
I feel like if Square Enix did that they would be catching so much heat from places like us that they don't have that. They just don't.
The Square Enix care what we say.
They don't.
Truly.
They've burned all that goodwill out.
I'm pretty sure that Relic Weapons in 3.15 was a conscious choice instead of 3.1. I'm pretty sure everything they needed to do was in 3.1, but they decided to push it back.
Let's be honest. It should have been in 3.05.
Oh?
And the grind should have been incredible.
Yeah.
Like, it should have been an
Yeah.
it should have been an 05. The grind should have been absolutely 2 steps above where we had for Zenith weapons.
Mhm.
And people should have still been working on them now.
In a mad rush to get them done.
Yeah.
That would have kept people playing, that's for sure.
I think you're right.
But then they wouldn't have a place for Authority EX.
They had to shoehorn it anyway.
Yeah.
They had to shoehorn it in between Alex Savage 2 and Alex Savage 3 anyway. So why not put the fight in as you originally designed it, and then be done with it?
That's my drink.
It's Authority EX.
Oh,
Yeah, this
Right
represents.
here.
See how this represents Thoradin EX. All right,
Half
It's
empty.
black.
Yeah, glass half empty. Now you see this?
Wow.
That's
Glass
Thoradin.
mostly
Yeah,
empty.
I don't know where I was going with that analogy, but I
But
just
that was
want.
dedication,
I
and
know.
it's all over your
Yeah,
shirt.
It's all over my
Sure,
face.
do it.
Yeah.
So, props.
Yes, that was a prop. You're right.
You
I,
made a good point, I think.
I did just get over being sick, so
Cool.
alright.
All right. I'll look forward to that. Anyway, so
I'm not drinking the rest of it.
I'm
That's half
I'm also not
backwash.
convinced that you're contagious either. So let's.
Did he spit on it?
He did it just all over the place. That was the sloppiest.
Really.
Ugh.
So
Throw it in the X?
throw it in the ice. Yes, exactly.
Perfect analogy.
Anyway, all right. So
Can we make highlights of our green room videos?
See, that's what I think. I think going through
Not every episode has great highlights.
from
though.
here, no, from
No,
here
no,
But
forward.
when they do,
yeah, when they do, but put those out public.
all right.
No, better yet, I think you should just take tiny little clips like that from each one. Just start saving them up, and when we have like a good 3 minutes worth, be like, boom,
Oh yeah.
green room videos.
You know what?
This is what you're missing.
Team 4-Star does that with their Twitch,
All right.
with their Twitch content, where they take a bunch of clips from a bunch of different games that they stream, put them all together. In
Yeah,
one video.
just
Yeah, get
little,
on
little
that,
small
bitch.
things like that.
All right.
Anyway, all right.
We won't make you go back and rewatch all of them and take it out, but
Yeah, but just moving forward.
Sure.
Yeah.
Starting with that one right there.
So what else? What are we gonna do for the next episode of Limit Break Radio? I feel like we burned through a lot of stuff. We still got.
We still have to do the PvP topic.
Oh yeah.
We've been
have
putting
that.
that off forever.
we obviously have shit tons of emails.
Yeah.
People are clamoring for another LBR trivia.
Are they?
Well,
no.
So soon.
I'm
It's
just
so
saying.
soon.
I'm just
So
saying.
Maybe we should look into like limit breaking music or doing some FMFLs.
Yeah.
Fapping the realm. You know, we've got a bunch of other
All
bits.
right. This is how you know this is a real show that we're doing. I'm literally about to throw up. So I'll be right back.
What does that have to do with what does that have to do with the real show?
I don't know.
I don't get it either.
I'm glad that I didn't drink his drink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm
So
glad that happened.
yeah, that was a thing.
I don't know why it happened, but I'm really glad that happened.
Yeah.
Because he's in the bathroom throwing up now.
Yeah.
I
And he's
don't
gone.
hear it.
Well, it's fine. I don't want to
Well,
hear
I'm
it
just
either.
saying.
Yeah.
Maybe he was. I think he was just being dramatic.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then that's still good because he's still gone.
Okay. All right. Okay. Scally's gone.
So yeah.
Let's talk about me now.
Possible.
You know, you know, hang on. I just before we move on, I do. I think we should do another countdown. You know how we did the FF14's worst.
Oh.
We should come up with another themed countdown.
Okay.
Okay. You have any ideas?
I had one at one point, but I don't.
You lost it.
Yeah, I lost it. You know,
Write this down.
The top 14 things likely to be fixed before. What's something that actually needs to be fixed?
endgame rates. I
Okay.
mean, the whole endgame
The
rate
top
structure's
14 things most likely to be fixed before endgame raid structure.
No.
No.
No, that's kind of wordy.
Yeah.
It makes you think, and I don't like to think.
Yeah, we might be able to come up with another top 14 lists.
Okay.
Something to think about. And then of course next week we'll also have episode number 6. Is that 6?
Six of Final Encounter Cast.
Yeah. Super excited for that episode. We made a little bit of mention of it on the show, but we're totally redoing the visuals of Final Encounter Cast. We've invested in a new camera system, and so we've got wide-angle cameras that have been mounted in the studio to kind of give you a little bit more of a sense of space for the show.
Worry not, though. Kallo is still barely visible.
Yeah. So, and then we've also talked about some structural changes that we might try implementing in this next episode. Playing some music, allowing us to take some breaks. And we're also going to be, we're going to get away from using the 4-grid system, and we're going to try to have some more dynamic camera positioning going on. So it's not that we just have these new cameras; it's that we're going to be using them in different applications.
We want to try and do something interesting.
Yes, and as well,
Also, apparently callers.
and we're also going to be doing callers. Yeah.
Because Juxta is prepared for that.
How would you not be?
I don't know.
What do you need to prepare for?
We've never done a live test of Discord.
Oh, we're not going to use Discord.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Oh.
No.
JK.
We're gonna get a Final Encounter Skype account.
Oh.
We're gonna start using Skype, and if it becomes a problem, we'll move to Discord.
Okay. JK.
So
We're good.
anyway,
Can we talk about me now?
Shut up.
what do you need to talk
drops were on point, I think.
They were alright. Nothing really stood out to me except the...
On
really
point?
insensitive
Really?
ones.
You want to claim credit for your drop game today?
No, I wouldn't.
Today?
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't memorable.
You forced Nika off the show!
Don't give him complete...
She was already off the show by the time I started drop assaulting her.
Yeah, see what... This was the equivalent of it, right? You scared her away, but then as she was running, he threw a tomato at her, just right in the back of the head. Just
Yeah, it
fucking
didn't help
nailed her.
anything. Didn't help anything.
It made me laugh.
Well, it made me laugh.
Okay.
No, the drops were okay. Callers, how many callers did we not get to?
Not very many.
No, we didn't have very many.
We did not get to Ryuichi, we did not get to Sasuke, and Valkyria wanted to call back in, but ran out of time.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I didn't need another dressing down from Melchior.
No, she was probably gonna tell you how proud she was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know we have 2 Melkyrias in the chat? There's Melkyria with an E, and then there's one with a Y. They are different people.
Yeah.
I did not realize that till today.
Where does that name come from?
I have no idea.
Well, just so
It's
you
gotta
know,
be
when
a
there's
different
like different letters, that means a different person.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's sort of like,
Hasio.
yeah, Hasio. We have 2 Hasios.
Do we?
Yeah.
Hasio, Sora, and...
The other Hasio.
And Hasio number.
Yeah, numbers.
Hasio numbers.
Yeah. So.
And you know Ryuichi and Ryoko are two people
No,
too.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced of that.
Yeah. No, Ryoko's that guy with a vaguely R Japanese name.
His last name is actually starts with a C.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's like Kulunama.
Kolmamo, yeah.
Yeah. How you doing there, buddy?
Did you throw up?
Yeah.
We didn't hear it.
Lovely.
Doing alright?
I need to know how that you made the reference. It wouldn't be a show if I didn't. What?
Yeah.
No.
Is
I
this
said-
something you
I said-
normally do?
No, I said you want to know how it's a live show or something like that. It's not scripted.
Oh,
get up and
that's
throw up
not
in the
what we
middle
got
of the
at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I'm
sorry.
like, does he make
I
it
wasn't
happen
thinking
this?
about it a lot. at the
Like
time.
he gets home, he's like, all right, gotta purge that from my system.
That's how
You
I
know-
get through dealing with you guys.
You know, if you had true dedication, you would have gotten up and puked on that plate for everyone.
Or into
Or
EX
into
Thornton.
And then Ben like, that's what I think of Thornton is.
That's why I think your weapon design.
Oh.
My pukes got more colors than those weapons.
There you go.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Using the old noggin.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so tune in next week when we'll have more Limit Break Radio goodness starting at 2 at twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio, or tune in at 6 p.m. at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast to check out episode number 6 of Final Encountercast.
But not both. You can only come for one.
Only one. But also,
Choose wisely.
thank you very much for your support at Patreon. It's because of your support that we're able to continue growing a product like Final Encountercast. And that's what you go to support. So if you like some of these new changes that we're going to be bringing to the show, then you know, that's just know that that's what your support goes to continue.
I think about it after we finish the episodes and you do your little reading at the end, the last line, Limit Break Radio and its hosts are solely responsible for its content. That's what Patreon does.
Yeah.
Like no one else pays for what we say.
Yep, that is very true. And you know, that actually kind of brings me into another point. Which, you know, we're going to actually unpack this a little bit more on the next episode of Final Encountercast. But, you know, we have given a lot of thought to our funding structure and the way that we raise money and the way that we support the show. And we recognize that we've done that all on the backs of you guys and through your generosity. And it has allowed us to stay incredibly independent. And on top of it, with the audience that we have and the numbers that we're able to pull, I think that now we can start to find ways to support the show that isn't intrinsic on just asking you guys. But what we need to do is we need to make sure that we do it in a way where we're not kowtowing to some kind of interest, much like Matt Pat did in that episode that we went at him for.
To do it without selling out.
Yes, and that actually, you would be surprised how much clout that takes. You have to understand that, you know, to be able to get a company to give you that kind of freedom to say, look, we will help you support your product, but you don't get to have a say in how we do the show. That takes a lot of clout. It takes unequivocally it takes numbers. It takes metrics. It takes it takes having objectively that audience that advertiser wants to reach, and they'll do it whether or not you're schlocking their product in a sponsored video like MatPat, or they'll do it whether it's a 30-second live read like Audible does on a lot of other podcasts. So there are opportunities out there to be able to find some sponsorship dollars and help continue on the show. But the thing is I want to know how that makes you feel. We've done this so far by your support, and so, being in a position now where we do need to continue to grow the product and looking at other methods of support, it puts the onus on you guys to say, well, we don't want you to have to be, to be attached at the hip to some kind of advertiser. We don't want the quality or the content to suffer. And so maybe it's an impetus to give more, maybe it's an impetus for more people to get involved, but this is definitely a conversation that we're not just going to have with patrons, but that we're going to have with the entire audience, because it's a really important conversation that needs to be had. It could end up affecting every iota of our product, and to me, that is a conversation that you guys deserve to be in on, because it's your money that has kept us afloat. So if we're going to consider doing something like sponsored content, or we're going to consider something like sponsorships, then you know what? You guys need to be consulted, and your opinion needs to be taken into account. So that's what we're going to do. We want to come to you guys and see, how do you feel about it? Do you feel that that's a fair trade-off to say, look, our needs are a little bit more than what we're getting, especially if we want to grow and expand. And to be able to do that, we need one of two things. We either need the ability to go out and find sponsorship dollars, or we need more money coming in over Patreon. And I at some point I do feel like the ask to you guys becomes too much. I mean, there's only 140 of you. There's 20,000 of you that download the show each week, which is great. But clearly not all of you see the value. Only 141 of you so far have seen the value in supporting. So it is a conversation that needs to be had, not just with you guys, but with the general audience at large. So if you do have any opinions about this, we do invite you to share your opinions down below in the comments section at YouTube, or you can head on over to patreon.com/limitbreakradio, find this episode post, and leave a comment there.
And just like to allay, I think, any fears, like the integrity of the show is our primary focus.
Yes, the integrity of the show, the commitment to humor, and the unyielding commitment to humor, the unyielding commitment to, like, we're going to do what we think is funny in the moment, even if it offends one of our own. Yeah. Even if...
That was one of the biggest things that, when we were talking about this is, when you hear sponsored content or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean that some company's gonna come in here and force, their hand up our ass and work us like a puppet, right?
Well, and not only that, but I mean, like, I think game institutions that take sponsorships from gaming organizations, that is automatically suspect. Yeah. You have to go, what are they getting out of this deal? And if it's not a direct payment, if it's not disclosed, right there, then, I think that all of that needs to be looked at with a critical eye.
And that's the type of thing that we would keep clear to the people, you guys, paying us and stuff like that. So.
Exactly. And yeah, so we basically want to try to find a way to do that you guys think is acceptable and permissible, and that is also ethically fair and isn't just trying to just trying to sell you a fucking mobile game.
Well, it's like when we see something like Loot Crate. I don't think us sponsoring Loot Crate, anyone would be
sponsored by,
or being sponsored by Loot Crate. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna look at that and say their FF14 opinion is influenced by Loot Crate.
Right.
Probably not.
Right.
But there are things that we could be sponsoring that might.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not, and I mean, for a lot of places like Loot Crate and stuff like that, they're really just giving their product away. Like, we would be getting a free, Loot Crate to give away on the show. Right. But what we actually need is we really legitimately need sponsorship. We need a company that will give us some advertising dollars
personally, like, if Feck ever wanted to go weekly and have me be here on a semi-regular basis, we'd have to be bringing in a lot more money.
Exactly, I mean, and for my part, I'm thinking stuff along the lines of stuff that we already use. Sponsorship from AMD would be fantastic. Mm-hmm. Or a sponsorship from Behringer. We use a lot of their audio products.
You certainly wouldn't see Nika on the stream trying to play through, like, all these green, glitches and stuff. Like, just product is great. I'm green with envy.
So anyway, yeah, that's just some of the stuff that we're considering, and we definitely want to take your feedback on. So let us know what you think, and we're also going to be after the new year, we're going to be trying really hard to get some feedback about both the Patreon program and about Limit Break Radio as a product, and we're going to come out with a survey that you can do through the website to take some feedback, what you guys feel that you're getting out of the program, to make sure that you guys are getting out of it. And we want to take your suggestions too. I know that there's some stuff that we could be doing over Twitch that we're not. We're working on trying to figure out all of these areas. So
look forward to the Patriot program.
Patriot program?
Yeah. So I thought when you said that.
I
Metal Gear reference.
get it.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the S3 system. Anyway,
you just couldn't help yourself.
It's an extra system, code named by the Patriots in 1942.
So yeah, and on a bit more of a personal note, a lot of this conversation is being spurred forward by the fact that I had been previously up for a full-time job at my job that I've been working 3 years at, that I got passed up for because of internal station politics, and has left me in a place where I don't know what my next move career-wise is. And so I feel like I need to, to share some of that on the show, as well as talk about the possibilities that something like that may have on the future of the programs.
And that actually seems to be an occurring trend with the cast. I mean, obviously we know that about Eskalia's position, and recently Juxta's been rendered jobless too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we are all got bad news for you.
I did forget to show up to an opening shift the other day.
And look, and it's not. This is not a way to say, hey, pity us, feel bad for us. But the very real portion of this equation is that we do have to do what we do to support ourselves in our regular lives.
And a lot of times projects like this can fail or fall to the wayside because of things.
Yeah,
right.
When you got rent to pay, if you get a job offer that says that you got to work on Sundays, well, if you got rent and bills to pay, you're taking the job.
Exactly. So this is a conversation that needs to happen with you guys, and I feel like we're getting to a point where where we really have to
make some big decisions
for
our product and our program.
Yeah. So, and we don't want to make that behind closed doors. We want to make sure that you're a part of that.
No shady dealings.
No shady dealings.
No shade here.
All right, that's going to do it for the Green Room video for episode number 41. Thank you guys again for your support at patreon.com/limitbreakradio.
Do we want to discuss what highlights we're going to do?
Oh, right. Well, the Nika thing.
We have to highlight how awesome dickheaded we are.
Yeah.
Douchebags till the end.
Yeah.
Did we like the Arthas call?
It was so long.
It was.
Could we maybe pick out? I feel like maybe
the Sonoma call was.
The Sonoma
call was good. The guy, was it Jack, who called in disagreeing with Arthur's?
Something like
did it go Arthur's into Jack?
No, there was.
Jack was a good bit later.
Because I was gonna say we could take the end of the Arthurs and then put that into Jack. But
it's super long already.
The infamous bit is one of them, and then I don't really know what the other one is.
Was there anything near the beginning about that has to do with the news that we particularly liked? Maybe the diadem info from where we talked about how, based on what Yoshi said, that there probably is more to it that we're not getting.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, more diadem stuff. Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. I think we've got 2 in there. I don't think
2
we
for
have.
sure.
I don't think
all right, that's fine then.
So all right. Well, that's going to do it here for us in the Green Room. Thank you guys again for supporting and for checking out the show. These shows only get maybe like 30 or 40 hits every week. I'd like to see all 100 more of you that give to the show on a regular basis.
The Green Room videos. I'm like 30 or 40,000?
No.
I'm like, that's where we want to be, right?
No, we'd like to see a little bit more activity on these videos, and especially to know what you think of our plans for the future. That's something that we talk a little bit about here.
Even if it's something as simple as do what you gotta do, or don't ever have sponsored content,
Yes.
or I have no opinion.
Yeah,
And let us know,
Just
but like,
something easy.
you want to do us a favor, don't go around and tell you like, oh my god, LBR is going to sponsor content. Let us have that conversation first. Let us do the episode first.
yeah. So
This is privy information for you guys.
yeah. So
It's me on first look.
and it's and it's not set in stone either. It's just something that we're considering right now. And before we even move forward with any of that, we have to consult our audience, and I think that's fair. So that's all right. Well, that's it for us. See you later, guys.
Bye, Thor.